What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at inform Bernardo Silva. Obviously he does have a higher rated card, which was an SBC way back when during the first round of, I think it was Team of the Knockouts or Team of the Group stages. So if you didn't complete that, you have now got a chance to buy a tradable version of Bernardo, but he is 87 rated compared to his Team of the Group stage, which is 89, which we did happily complete. Obviously they did get the upgrade now, so I think that was the only upgrade they get him. Obviously with Bernardo, I think he's having a fantastic season. He seems to be just flying at the moment with Man City, just constantly getting involved on the action. Left-footed CM, this guy's put him as a centre forward, coming in just shy of about 100k at the moment. We got ours for 95, and I think he's currently sitting on the market at 96. He is a 4-star, 3-star as previous, left-footed with the high work rates, and it is a shame that he isn't in the Versus promo, because that is going to be an upgrade on weak foot and skill move. It would have really nice to got a 4-star, 5-star of him. Obviously we will see who is in that on this Friday, and we'll get through plenty of them. In terms of kind of the difference between his Team of the Group stage, we'll have a look at the end, the real kind of comparison between the two, but I do know that the pace is exactly the same. It's mainly kind of a shooting and passing boost that you're going to see the kind of big upgrades in. He still has his outside of the foot and flair, and in terms of his stats, still a very okay centre mid. Nothing too fancy at the moment. Obviously we're looking for that 90 plus Bernardo, and if he does keep going, I can't see why he wouldn't get into at least Team of the Season. Failing that with Team of the Season, it's nice to know after it we more than likely will get a big footage, which just upgrades anybody who's left over, really. So it is almost sometimes beneficial not to get in Team of the Season, because then we see a bigger increase into 96, 97s, but obviously that is a little bit away. In terms of some standout stats from Bernardo, personally, personal experience from obviously his Team of the Group stage, agility and balance has always been fantastic alongside his composure. Passing wise, short game is normally brilliant. Long passes are kind of hit and miss, but you will find that he does make some of them every now and then. Stamina is very good. Pace wise, he's got a bit of acceleration, but sprint speed, you want to be getting the ball quick and snappy off him. Plenty of 1-2s, and he can shoot sometimes, and that is why we are going to put that Hunter on him, which obviously will take the pace up to 92 with 95 acceleration and 89 sprint speed, but then we'll also get an increase of 7 onto his shooting, which will take it up to 85 and make him an 88 cam or an 88 centre forward. So let's jump into him, see if he's worth the 95k, and see if he missed out on his 89. To Bernardo, we can see Salah trying to make that little ping. He's got very good agility and balance on him. He really can hold the ball quite nicely, and he has a decent turn on him. For somebody who you wouldn't necessarily expect to be incredible, he actually does put up a good game, and that is something that I've learned massively from his 87 and then back to his 89 as he got the upgrade. So hopefully we do, like I say, see a big future for him, because he's genuinely a very good card, and I cannot believe I missed that corner glitch. Bernardo looking for that ball in. Can we find him? And I don't know why I didn't ball roll. Absolutely perfect opportunity to go through there. Just went with a fake shot instead of the ball roll, which probably would have worked. Obviously he does have quite very responsive dribbling, so that is a nice kind of thing to see from him. Bernardo, left foot across goal, and Donnarumma is going to take it. Thought he definitely had that in the bag there, but unfortunately not. Gone for the little kickoff goal. Finds Marquinhos at a back post, and he doesn't know what to do. Into Bernardo again, lead in charge, going to find the through ball. Tries to go for another route, but it doesn't manage to pay off, but we get the ball back. And again, he is a very good player. In terms of his 87, I think you can definitely still play with him in terms of comparison to his 89, but it would be better if you did do that SBC, so I would probably wait out for the higher rated version, just knowing that there is that better version out there. You can just tell slightly the increase. Absolutely been sold by a bit of Salah there, but in terms of kind of, is there a massive difference? I think it's very minimal, but you definitely can tell the difference. There is something there, mainly not necessarily pace, but kind of sharpness on his passes, as well as kind of shooting. I feel like is a slight bit better on the 89. So if you haven't done the SBC, I potentially would wait to see if he does get player of the month before you go full send on this Bernardo, as we go for an outside of the box, and again, just not quite there. Back into Bernardo, is going to spin Petit, go with the finesse, but baby Vieira is going to be in the way, and he is the bane of that midfield. Just such a big unit to kind of get round. Bernardo looking for that 1-2 with Draxler. Oh, and the defender's put in a cracking shift there. Bernardo keeping it past Petit there, frustrating him with that tackle there, and he's going to find it down the wing. Silva's going to try and be chased by Marquinhos. We see Salah on the back post, and that is a magnificent ball from Silva to Salah. It is a very well worked counter-attack. Silva at the back post, Messi with the ball, and in 2 minutes we've gone from one side to the other, and Bernardo is now scoring it rather than assisting. Bernardo finding a bit of Felix, who's going to look for Salah. Oh, and I think we're just offside. Oh, we got a penalty. Who's taking it? I think Bernardo Silva, Trent with a red card. Can imagine he'd probably leave the game before actually getting to this penalty. Let's have a look. We've got Salah on it at the moment. We are going to let Bernardo... Oh, are we going to let Bernardo? No. Let's... Told you to leave. So going into the overall for Big Boy Silva then. So he's an 87, obviously with an 89. I think the past few years he's managed to get a few decent cards. Obviously that kind of stemmed from his FIFA 17 stint with Monaco. Kind of joined FIFA 18, didn't really do heavily amounts. I don't think he really was played too much. But now he's kind of come into his own. Like we've seen, he's kind of midfield, up front, wing. He's kind of playing it all, which is very, very nice in terms of the Premier League team. Because if we whack him in the middle, we have so much control over where we want to put him, especially for links. We're looking at Cancelo's left back, you're looking at Bruno, you're looking at Ronaldo. Obviously all the Portuguese players in the Premier League is always nice, and I think the best thing as well with the Cancelo, Ruben Diaz and himself link, it is just a wonderful perfect link you can find. Then you could whack obviously Jota in there, you've got Bruno, you've then got Ronaldo, and I'm thinking who else is in Prem that's Portuguese, because obviously there is now quite a few decent players, and I keep forgetting that I cannot use that feature. So in terms of the high level players, we've mentioned them. Then you've obviously got Felix in La Liga. I think that's about it. Oh, Pereira. I suppose if he got an out of inform promo, because he never seems to get an inform. Ruben Neres normally could get one, but I don't think he's necessarily going to get one anytime soon. But in terms of the kind of difference now between this Bernardo, which is the 89 version, costing what, 150k in this market's SBC compared to his 87. Like we did say, you've got the exact same pace, -4 or +4, it depends on which version you're looking at, on his shooting, -3 passing, -1 dribbling, 2 defending, and 3 physical. So you are losing out on a bit. I think, like I said, the dribbling side of stuff is very similar. Pace is literally identical. It is more kind of your shooting / passing that is really going to get affected in terms of the upgrade. So obviously when we do out the Hunter on him, 92 pace, 85 shooting, if we was to do that exact same thing with his 89, we'd end up with 89 shooting, 92 pace, which makes him into a 90 cam, which again is maybe not a massive difference, but you definitely can notice it over the course of games. You'll notice him getting to the ball quicker. Maybe a pass is more kind of accurate. Then the shots, you will find they are better. Naturally, he's had a big upgrade in terms of shooting in comparison. But I think right now we're kind of looking if Bernardo's going to be player of the month. So if he does manage to get that, definitely do not get this card just yet. And even if I was kind of suggested to get him, you want to wait until at least the lightning rounds have happened, and maybe even check for your red picks. I think I'd absolutely take a Bernardo as a red pick if I didn't have his 89. I think I'm guaranteed him now just because we have an 89 version. It would just be criminal to play the 87 just because he's red. In terms of is he worth it and what price would I be looking at, I think in terms of price, he's coming at about 97.5 at the moment. Obviously chilling between 95 and 100. I think personally anything lower than 60 would be quite nice for him, depending on how big they go for lightning rounds and how much packs are being opened. We've just come off Black Friday and obviously another kind of upgraded team of the group stage round as well. So they have been giving us lightning rounds pretty much most days, which is just crazy. But I feel like this promo is going to be fantastic, so I can imagine he will get packed quite a lot. So I'd say 60k and under, and you're looking at a deal there. Whether you'd kind of fit him into your team or maybe as a super sub, it is totally down to you, because I do think there is better midfielders out there. If I was looking at the best midfield for the Prem, I'd be looking at De Bruyne, Kante, and then even somebody like Foden, or Bruno himself. Obviously 740 is a little bit of a hefty price, and I think if it wasn't for Foden, Silva would be next. And then if you are looking for more of a budget, he probably does fit the bill a little bit better, but I do think there is still better players out there. So I'm not saying that he's the best Prem midfielder, or at least one of the top 3, but he's definitely, say, top 5 midfielders, as this 87, obviously his 89, just coming in a bit above him. Overall wise for him, I'd be giving him a solid 8 out of 10. 89, I would have said about a 9 out of 10 just because of the upgrade, whereas hopefully we do see a 90 or 91 with a player of the month if we do get him. But other than that, make sure you do like and subscribe, and let me know who do you get in your red picks over the course of the weekend, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.